Hey guys, it's Obsolete here. Today we are going over my list of content mods that I think deserve more attention. These are mods that are going to add new unique bosses, items, biomes, and much more to the game to make your next playthrough a bit more interesting. These mods are not as known as Calamity or Thorium, for example, but I feel like they deserve much more attention and support. With that being said, let's go ahead and get into the first mod on our list, which is Secrets of the Shadows. Secrets of the Shadows has been in development for 4 years, and it is a small, short but sweet content mod that has a strong focus on structures rather than full biomes. It currently adds 3 different structures, ranging from a desert pyramid to an ice monument. The items in the mod are all designed to be unique, and the bosses in the mod bring challenges with interesting and creative attack patterns. It also adds a void meter, which functions as a second mana resource, but this void meter can be used by all classes with all different types of weapons, and they all deal a ton of damage. This mod, in my opinion, is great if you want to play it alongside other mods, as it's a pretty small one overall, and it won't conflict as much compared to other full-size biomes that other mods may add in World Generation. I would recommend adding this to your next modded playthrough if you're looking to not change too much about the game, but also have some fun stuff to experience. Next up, we have Ancients Awaken. Ancients Awaken has ceased development as of recently, but this mod is a very fun one in my opinion. It currently adds over 800 items including EX weapons, which act as more powerful versions of previous weapons. It has 16 bosses, 7 bosses are pre-hard mode, 3 are in hard mode, and 6 are post-Moonlord. It also has 4 new biomes. 2 of them act as alternatives to the evil biomes such as Corruption and Crimson, one being the Inferno, which is ruled by dragons, and the other one being the Mire, which is filled with shadow creatures. Each of the biomes have their own pros and cons, just like the Corruption and Crimson, so you have more choices to choose from. One of the things this mod does really well is having interesting bosses, with good attacks and overall just entertaining boss fights. The bosses are also very well scattered around throughout your playthrough, so you won't have to go a very long time before experiencing new content, with some bosses being fought even before King Slime, so if you like boss heavy content, consider giving this one a try. Next up, we have Joost Mod. The Joost Mod currently adds 445 new items, 14 new armor sets, 11 new free fixes, 14 new regular enemies, 9 new mini-bosses, 4 new bosses, and 2 town NPCs. One of my favorite things about this mod is the Huntmaster. The Huntmaster functions as a quest giver who has you fight different bosses and rewards you upon defeating them. There are also legendary weapons that scale upon defeating bosses. This mod is an absolute blast to play, and I feel like it goes well with other content mods as well. My only problem with this mod is that the boss AI can be sometimes a little clunky and not the best at times, but I definitely wouldn't let that turn you away from this mod. I also saw that there's a mod on the mod browser that overhauls the boss AI and improves it, but I've yet to try it. This mod is great if you want to just add some content to the game rather than changing it too drastically like some other mods may do. Lastly, I saved what I feel is the mod that really needs more attention for last, the Awoken mod. I would like to quickly note here that some of the footage you are seeing will be from an unreleased beta version of the mod, so keep that in mind as the public version of the mod is not currently up to date. The mod currently adds roughly 1,000 new items, has its own original soundtrack, 13 new bosses, tons of new structures, a new biome, abilities such as being able to turn into a wisp, a new difficulty mode called Awaken mode, which makes bosses harder and adds new mechanics that you have to manage. One of those mechanics is Sanity, which is a bar that goes up and down during gameplay depending on your actions. If you mine for too long without coming up to surface, kill friendly critters, or take damage, your sanity decreases. And if your sanity decreases to a certain point, you will get debuffs to make your life harder. This mod is honestly absolutely amazing in my eyes, and it really feels like an experience rather than just your typical modded playthrough. There's puzzle solving in order to open certain doors to get into boss arenas, great boss fights with unique mechanics that really spice things up during the fights, such as flipping gravity mid-fight and moving platforms. There's even cutscenes after certain bosses are defeated, and overall everything is insanely quality and polished. I think this mod is well suited for people who are wanting to have a very different modded experience compared to the usual style of gameplay, and when the next update comes out, I really see this mod becoming a fan favorite for a lot of people. I would consider this mod to be pretty experimental, as it's doing some things I have never seen before in any other mod, but it's doing it in the best ways. That is all for today's video, guys. If you guys did enjoy, make sure to leave a like and consider subscribing if you want more Terraria content like this, and also comment what you guys thought down below about my list. Thank you guys for watching.